Hello everyone, and Purim Sameach. I want to bless all of you. Purim Sameach, Yehi Ratzon. May Hashem help us to have the happiest Purim, because it says in the holy books of Kabbalah, the more you're happy in Purim, the more you're happy during the year, because the happiness in Purim influences the happiness all over the year. But for being happy, Rabbi Nachman Breslev says one of the elements that could bring us to happiness, he says, is to give a donation. When a person gives a donation, something in his heart opens to be more happy. And the reason is because when we're giving, we're doing what Hashem is doing. We basically become like God. God is always gives. When we're giving, we also feel that we actually make our purpose in life. We do what God do. And therefore, a person automatically will feel more happy. That's why we have a very, very important mitzvah to fulfill before Purim. Before Purim, our nation have the tradition to give Zecher Machatzit HaShekel, a remembrance for the half of a shekel. Half of a shekel was a mitzvah, was a commandment that Israel, our nation, was commanded to do when they were in the desert. And the desert, after doing the sin of the egel, of the golden calf, what they needed to do is lechaper al nafshotechem, to clean themselves from that sin. One of the ways to clean themselves is through giving a donation. When they gave that donation, that money, it's helped them to clean themselves, to clean their sins from the egel, from the golden calf. And that's why God told them, each one of you, doesn't matter if you are rich, doesn't matter if you are poor, you have to give a minimum of a donation yearly called Zecher Machatzit HaShekel. And this is our tradition to give it every year. And we do it right before Purim, because on Purim, we also were saved because of Machatzit HaShekel. They say when Haman wanted to kill the whole nation in one day, we were very scared. We didn't know what to do. Mordechai said to everyone, first thing we should do is giving tzedakah. Tzedakah tatzil mimavet. A donation can save you from death. And all Am Yisrael gave Zecher Machatzit HaShekel. They gave that mitzvah a half a shekel, 9 grams of silver. And it says in the Midrash that this has protected them. And we know the end. V'na'afochu, everything was upside down. Baruch Hashem, we were happy and we had a day of celebration instead of Chaz v'Shalom being killed. So therefore, says Rabbi Chayim Palachi, Zecher Machatzit HaShekel will bring a big blessing and protection to that person that gives it before Purim. And he says more than that. Muftach lo shu ben ha'olam haba, says Rabbi Chayim Palachi. He has a place in the world to come who gives every year Machatzit HaShekel. Lo yikre lo pe gara be'ota shana. He would not have, Chaz v'Shalom, bad things happening to him and his family at that year. Ve'afilu nigzera alav gzera, even if there's a decree written on him in heaven, mitbatelet, will be cancelled that decree. Velo bali de chisron kis, he would not have problems with parnasah, chaz v'shalom, he would not have a lot of problems with money at that year. And the last thing he says, Ireh zera ve'yarich yamim, Bezrat Hashem will have good kids and will, Bezrat Hashem, have a long life. So those are the promises for people that are very careful to give Zecher Machatzit HaShekel. How do we give it and how much is it? So first of all, we should give it before Purim. If you didn't do it before Purim, you can give it after. However, the right thing to do is before Purim. That's the tradition. How much is it? So basically today, every year it changes, but today we checked it in the stock market, and 9 grams, pure grams of silver is somewhere around 25 shekels, which is $10 approximately. If we add the GST, some people are machmir to do also the GST, so something like 30 shekels or $10, this is the right amount of Zecher Machatzit HaShekel. Poor people that don't have that, they can give a little bit less than this. However, if you have that amount, you should give that amount for yourself, for your family. The tradition is to give for every kid 13 and up. Some people give also for the smaller kids. And the reason is because it's mechaper al nafshotechem. It gives a protection and cleans the soul of the people that this donation was giving for them. So therefore, the tradition of most people in Am Yisrael is to give it also for the little kids. The Arizal says that even if a lady is pregnant, we give also for the baby inside the womb, because we want to protect that baby as well. And that was the tradition, but each one will do according to what he has. We have the opportunity to give that also through our organization, and we collect the money and give it to the right places. If you want to do, you can go to the link below, press that link, and you can donate in dollars, in shekels, in euro, and other ways. If you want to do that before Purim, on Purim, Bezrat Hashem, we will use that money for those purposes. And Yehi Ratzon that this Zecher Machatzit HaShekel will be the last Zecher Machatzit HaShekel before the coming of Mashiach. We should all have a Purim Sameach. Amen ve'amen.